What's up, gang? Today we gonna talk about the life and death of Lil Los from the Flyboys, a reputable rapper and gangster who happens to be from one of the deadliest cities in the United States, Stockton, California. But first, let's drop the mother intro. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We are a new channel and we do need people. We up and coming. We the underdog, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's get it. What's up with my people, though? Let's get straight into it. Carlos Anibal, aka Lil Los, was born on July 21st, 1992, named after his father, Big Los. He grew up in one of the most dangerous cities in the United States, Stockton, California.
Tonight, Stockton police are investigating at least 3 separate deadly shootings, all within the last 24 hours.
This morning, we have learned that one person has died after a shooting that happened during a sideshow in Stockton, according to authorities.
Growing up in one of the roughest areas of his city wasn't easy. Los was no stranger to gun violence and experiencing close friends and family members being killed in the streets. It's safe to say he's seen a lot at a young age. Los grew up in a single-parent household because his pops couldn't seem to stay out of trouble and was real active in the streets. I mean, Big Los was a real reputable, and Lil Los kind of, in a way inherited his father's street cred. Before Lil Los was born, his father got a bunch of time in the feds and he didn't get a chance to meet him until he was 12 years old. Los had a dream of becoming a hooper, but the streets had a hold on him. He was fascinated with earning quick money and being on the block. He jumped off the porch early and hung around older kids and was known as Badass Lil Los. Before he could remember, Los had a love for music. He made his first song around 2010 called Driver and the Shooter and was in love with the craft. It gave him something to put his mind to besides playing hoop. Around this time, Los started hanging in the hood and being more heavily involved in the streets, and he was becoming well known as a shooter. Like most kids from his neighborhood, he started gangbanging as a means of survival. He represented a gang made up of friends and cousins in the South Side called the Flyboys, and he repped it to the fullest.
South City actor, bullets get the fly, better call for backup. Get it off my chest, and a whole checklist. And playing both sides, you must got a death wish.
It all started in 2008 at Edison High School. There was a group of boys, mostly cousins and friends. They liked to stay fresh and fly, so they called themselves Flyboys. It was non-violent at first, just a bunch of kids who played sports and loved girls, but things would soon change. After the death of a fellow member, they decided to get more organized under the leadership of an OG named Papa Fly from the 8th Street Mob in South Stockton. They learned to arm themselves. By 2012, they were one of the most feared and deadliest gangs in Stockton. The block they bang is Scribner Street on the south side, and unlike the rest of the city, not only did they have Crips in their section, but they also had Bloods and they function together. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. Despite some of the blood being shed in 2012, that was a big year for Los. He dropped some iconic songs like Chopper with 30, and his name was buzzing because he was really one of the first young guys from his section that was rapping and trying to make a name for himself. Over the next few years, Los would drop music and get a bunch of views, but he wanted more. But that's how it goes in life. Sometimes you gotta stay down for the come up. In 2017, his childhood friend Jacob Haywood, rap name J Black, will be released from prison after doing 6 years for his shooting, and that was all the motivation Los needed. They decided to go all the way with the music and get more organized to come up with a rap label called Trap Mob ENT. They wasted no time getting to work and they dropped their first song as a group called First Day Out, and it became real popular on YouTube, gaining a bunch of views. And then they would follow suit with songs like Southland Anthem and Back to Back. Trap Mob was gaining a major buzz in Stockton, and for the first time in a long time, things was looking up, and the victory was short-lived as Los would end up doing time in prison back to back. Sometimes when you're in the streets, you might be cool with certain individuals, but then when you get locked up and you get out, now there's beef because somebody from your hood done got into it with somebody, and that's what happens. And I mean, that's what happened with Lil Los. Sometimes, things happen because of who you affiliated with. While Lil Los was locked up on a gun charge, there was a war going on in the streets of Stockton, and things was looking ugly. There was another gang from the south side of Stockton, or should I say southeast, called EBK, and they represented the 2100 block of Nightingale Avenue. I mean, this is a newer age gang, started in the early 2010s, and they beef with basically everybody in the city. The Flyboys never liked them because they claimed, it was a newer gang and they had members that wasn't even from the South Side, and claimed that they were from other cities and other parts of the city. Now EBK had some good rappers too, and before you knew it, they were dissing each other on music, and soon blood was spilling in the streets over rap lyrics. Tell me what y'all think about that in the comments. We see this all too often. I mean, a lot of people be funking with each other and dissing each other on songs, and next thing you know, members are getting killed in the streets. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. Los continued to drop music, but trouble seemed to keep following him. In 2021, he would catch another gun charge, and this time while he was down, he would lose some close friends. February 2022, Los's fellow Flyboy member David Carlos, aka Cholo, would be gunned down at their neighborhood store in the south side of Stockton.
Released new images of suspects from a homicide investigation. The Stockton Police Department says 34-year-old David Carlos died back in February after being shot at the Southside Market on Airport Way. Investigators say they are following several solid leads, but they say they need help identifying the suspects. They're asking anybody to call who may have relevant information.
Tragically, a few months later, another Flyboy member named FAD will be gunned down at that same store in the same neighborhood in the south side of Stockton. Unfortunately, in March 2023, Jay Black, which is Los's longtime childhood friend, was gunned down at that same store in the south side of Stockton, man. It's crazy. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all got going on in y'all head. I'd like to hear some feedback.
Stockton police are looking for the suspects in separate murders over the weekend. 3 people were killed. On Saturday night, police say 24-year-old Andrea Jones and 29-year-old Jacob Haywood Thomas were killed. The shooting happened near South Airport Way and 8th Street. Both were from Stockton.
He actually died, like I said, I just came home 2023, April. So I just
almost a year.
Yeah, in a couple of days
It'll be a year.
It'll be my year mark, yeah. So bro died probably like 30-something days to the house. March. Yeah, I was probably like 30-something days to the house on my way to the crib.
After seeing so much death, Lil Los was just trying to keep his head up, rap, stack his bread, and take care of his family. But in the streets of Stockton, it seemed like the beef would never end, and then tragedy would strike. July 5th, 2024, Lil Los was hanging out in Stockton on the north side of town where his sworn enemies are. Tragically, he would be gunned down. Another victim to the senseless violence that plagued the streets of Stockton. It's crazy, man, how this young, talented man had to lose his life so soon. As we all know all too well, it's just another hood story. Thank you for tuning in.
Everybody know me, I'm Lil Los, you feel me?
If you are new to the channel, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We are a new channel and we do need people. We up and coming. We the underdog, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's get it.